Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Well, spring has finally arrived, which means summer is right around the corner. And one of the few nice things about living in Washington State is while the rest of the country often has to run indoors and stay there all summer, our summers here in Washington provide us with an amazing opportunity to spend most of that time outdoors. Now, one of the things that we are very blessed to have here in Washington State is some tremendous outdoor concert venues. So let's spend a few minutes talking about, can I carry a firearm to an outdoor concert in Washington State? Okay, so the issue we're talking about today is outdoor concert venues, and Washington State has some fantastic outdoor venues, the most popular one, of course, being over at the Gorge. Now, when we took a look at RCW 9.41.300, which for those of you who've been geeking out at the channel for a while now, you know that that lists all the areas where, regardless of our concealed carry status, we cannot carry firearms. It includes jails, correctional facilities, courthouses, mental health facilities, secured areas of airports, to name a few, any place designated as age 21 and over by the LCB. We know under 941-280 we can't take firearms to school. Under 941-282 we can't take firearms to daycare facilities. Both of those statutes have some exceptions. We've done a couple of videos on that down below. And then we also know under 941-305 we cannot carry firearms regardless of our concealed carry status into municipal buildings, county buildings such as that, election headquarters, and then we cannot open carry at permitted demonstrations and the state capitol. But nowhere in the entirety of RCW 9.41 does it mention outdoor concert venues. Now, certainly a private venue has the right to have its own policies, as any private property does. Now, remember that under RCW 9.41.290, the state preemption law, and 941-300, municipalities are given limited restrictions to restrict firearms at certain types of sporting venues and other types of concert venues. But when it comes to outdoor concert venues, we don't see a blanket prohibition in RCW 9.41. And the reality of it is in Washington State, we got some dynamite outdoor venues. Now, the Gorge gets a lot of publicity, but White River Amphitheater, there's a couple other wineries, St. Michelle Winery in Woodinville does outdoor venues, and so there's a litany of really good outdoor venues. What is the law in the state when it comes to that? Well, the answer is found in RCW 70.108.150. What is 70.108? Well, that is the statutes which regulates outdoor concert venues in Washington State. That statute specifically reads, "It shall be unlawful for any person, except law enforcement officers, to carry, transport, or convey, or to have in his or her possession, or under his or her control, any firearm while on the site of an outdoor music festival." And then the law provides for a very unique penalty to that, and I want you to pay careful attention to the language they use, because the second paragraph of the statute reads, "Any person violating the provisions of this section shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction thereof shall be punished by a fine of not less than $100 and not more than $250, or by imprisonment in the county jail for not less than 10 days and not more than 90 days, or by both such fine and imprisonment." And so what is very unique to this statute, and a little scary, is that the judge has all of this discretion to say, well, if I'm going to fine you, I can only fine you somewhere between $100 and $500. But I could also choose to give you jail. And if I choose to give you jail, we're starting at 10 days. We're starting at 10 days. So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is don't bring a firearm to an outdoor concert venue. Now, I know what you're beginning to ask. Well, what about the parking lot? What about like when I'm camping at the Gorge? Can I have a firearm at the campgrounds and certainly not take it into the venue itself? I'm going to actually set up an interview. We're going to go over to the Gorge. We're going to do an interview with security over there before the concert season gets rolling. We're going to get the real answer as what you can and cannot do according to their policies. So we will get that video done before the concert season really gets rolling. Listen, you may have more questions about this issue or anything else related to your Second Amendment rights. And if you do, don't ever hesitate to contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com. Or, of course, you can call us directly at 425-765-0487. Now, let's remember, part of being a lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.